Hare Krishna, Namaste, Chapter 3, which is entitled as Karma Yoga, Sloka 10. Saha-yajñā sṛṣṭvā purovāca prajāpatiḥ anena prasaviṣyadhvam iṣṭa-kāma-dhuk. So, we saw that one has to maintain their body at any case. So the body has to be maintained in a proper consciousness that we are not the body, we are Atma, but we are living in this body. So as long as we live in this body has to be maintained. Maintaining means it has to be given a food. So one has to eat, which is recommended. To eat, one needs money. For money, one has to work. And to work, it has to be that which is recommended in sṛṣṭvā. So it has to be a dharmic work. So with that work from the right source, one gets money. When one gets money, that used for performing yajña. As one performs yajña, the remnants food becomes a food to consume by that person. And this way, one maintains the body and gradually grows in mode of goodness, sattva guna, and rajo guna and tamo guna will go away, and as this grows, he will be free of sins and he will be able to attain self-realization and eventually moksha. After saying this one, now in today's sloka onwards, around 7 slokas, Krishna is going to present prajāpatiḥ, a creator's statements, that is, as per the Vedas, it's been told, starting from the 10th sloka onwards, what needs to be done, what one can receive, what if one does not reciprocate or offer certain things to the devatas, and so forth. So this sloka, today's sloka, we have to see in 2 parts, meaning the first half and the second half. Saha-yajñāḥ sṛṣṭvā purovāca prajāpatiḥ, where it says that in the beginning of the creation, in the very beginning of the creation, now the Prajāpati here is mentioned, Prajāpati who created everything. So here the Prajāpati, Krishna is speaking this to Arjuna. The way that we have to see is, so Krishna is speaking to Arjuna, but Krishna is saying that Prajāpati created, whereas literally what it means is Krishna, Viṣṇu, Narayana is the one who was created. He himself is the one who was created, but when he speaks as a third person. Himself as a third person. That's how the set of slokas is going to be. All those things will be resolved with clarity when we go to the 15th chapter, where Krishna directly says he is the Prajāpati, he is the creator. But in this chapter, he addresses as if it's a third person, but it's Krishna himself as the original creator. Prajāpati, Parabrahma, or Viṣṇu, Krishna, created everything, including Brahma, and as he created everything, the highest most person was done a lot of good deeds in past. Punya karma has been appointed as Brahma, and Brahma is given the secondary creation part to continue the creation work. So initial creation is done by Krishna, and then the secondary creation is handed over to Brahma, and Brahma continues creation. Further, anena prasaviṣyadhvam. Not only that, saha-yajñāḥ. Creation is done. Along with the creation, also he created the yajña, the yaga, the yajña part, so that the mankind, including all the devatas who have been created, they all can follow the yajña that's been recommended by Krishna. Here we see as Prajāpatiḥ, none other than Krishna, where they can iṣṭa-kāma-dhuk. Iṣṭa-kāma-dhuk means their desires can be fulfilled by doing these yajñas. Well, the desire should be genuine desire which can lead one to moksha. Not just because I have a desire to make wealth, so I want to rob someone, I perform a yajña. That is nowhere is going to give moksha. And that doesn't mean iṣṭa-kāma-dhuk. That doesn't mean the yajña is going to fulfill the desire of me robbing some house. So the point here is the desire should be genuine desire. If the genuine desire is eventually going to lead one into moksha, then it's called iṣṭa-kāma-dhuk. Then that person will receive what he desired to. At the time of cosmic creation, all the individual selves, Atma, were inert like the non-sentient matter. It is just out of the compassion, Lord's compassion, Krishna's compassion, the souls come into being, meaning created. We should understand when we say it's created, it's the body has been given to these the inert Atmas. Souls doesn't get created. And when the living entities get created, they are also given with the sacrifices, yajña. So by performing this yajña, this living entity can live a happy life, both in the world that they are living and after that. So these sacrifices can yield one an highest goal and the highest benediction in their life. It is simply because of Krishna's compassion that he makes us come into being. The purpose of he wants us to get a body and lead a life so that we can utilize this opportunity, this very lifetime opportunity to go back to him. It is simply because of his compassion that he has given us this body. Otherwise, we would be simply doing nothing. We'll be in a sleeping mode all the time as part and parcel of Viṣṇu. Therefore, this sloka speaks how that the living entity is created and then the yajñas are given so that the yajñas can be followed by the living entity and they can be satisfied and attain their desire, heartfelt desire. And the desire should be in a way to gradually make this living entity more conscious, Krishna conscious, and become more sattvic and help them to attain self-realization. सहयज प्रजा पुrovāca prajāpatiḥ anena prasaviṣyadhvam iṣṭa-kāma-dhuk. Namaste. Hare Krishna.